You know, this is another example, like, as for my argument on the situation, you know, because, I mean, it's like this. Okay, now, you know, I've come to the understanding of the various types of damaging, you know, and long-standing word curses that were put on my life and the life of those, you know what I'm saying, that had correspondence to me, you know, by, and it was a situation, you know, orchestrated by the devil, you know, fundamentally. But, you know, I mean, you know, I had a couple questions, you know, because even though I've debunked and disproved all the false narratives, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you know, as thoroughly and in detail as a person can get, you know, had it totally ignored and it was being overshadowed with the very same false narrative that was disposed and debunked and, you know, totally disproven, you know, and not just once, twice, but hundreds of times per year, if not thousands, you know what I'm saying, thousands of times per year, you know, and so, you know, I disrupted, you know, the campaigns and all of that. But, you know, and I noticed that, you know, the narrative in some kind of way, you know, still lingered. And it did still linger. And so, I mean, I make these recordings very detailed all year, every year. You know, these poetry, micro poetry, as well as, you know, these quotations, detailed, thorough detail of every word, you know, examined, broken down, curses, and even, you know, offer insights into the persecution, circumstances of past, present, and, you know what I'm saying, what potentially may happen later in the future. Through the course of these years, I've been on the scene full force the whole time. And so it's like, you know, for anything that's left, you know, it has one thing to justify, you know, like, as far as like the narrative, if, you know, okay, if everything that's ever happened in my life is being, you know, it's being overshadowed or justified, you know, with immoral conquests that were only found in the hearts, you know what I'm saying, as interests of those who uttered or accused someone of them. You know what I'm saying? If you know, the only ones that such things are found in are those who originally created those, you know, or you know, suggested, you know, such ideas, you know what I'm saying, to the public, you know what I'm saying, regarding me or my correspondence. Now, I've discussed several times that in itself was actually, you know, a way of, you know, it was a satanic snare from the devil and his people, you know, to, you know, sabotage the future, you know, of, you know, somebody whose brand they were already planning on using to get rich off of. So I'm just saying, you know, the circumstantial of it, you know what I mean, when you look at the bigger picture of it all, that's strange. So these things happen, are in stone. We know that my brand was, you know what I'm saying, absolutely, you know what I'm saying, you know, taken, stolen, swindled, you know what I'm saying, all of that in various ways, shape, or form. And, you know, so if, you know, all the things that happened in my life, this immoral conquest and, you know, taboo and this, you know, grotesque, you know, false perceptions and perspectives of me and my correspondence, you know, are being used, you know, think the conquest that only those who, you know, were accusing falsely us of, you know what I'm saying, were actually the only ones that, you know, embraced that type of reality ever. You know what I'm saying? Not us. That tells you, and then when you look at, of course, the circumstance, I mean, you know, obviously, you know, God had a calling on the lives of us, you know. And then, I mean, I got this, and so that, I mean, and this leads me to the point of this recording, my talent. That's one thing that we got to account for, you know what I'm saying, because talent can't be faked. You know what I'm saying? You got natural literary talent, and, you know, you can display it, you know, at will, you know what I'm saying, on call, anytime, anywhere, any place, all year, every year, with no excuses and nobody around telling you what to write or anything, because they don't have that access to you. And of course they couldn't, because of, you know, what was disclosed to the structures already, with this being their soil. So it would be impossible for them to be, you know what I'm saying, in a position to be able to interact with you anyway, if that was. But, you know what I mean, I'm just saying, like, this talent situation, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing that has to be considered now. Like, okay, if okay, how do you explain? How do we explain what we saw? Like, for example, last year, you know what I'm saying? I got recorders, also quotations, thousands of them, hundreds of them, talking about, the situation, what I'm saying, or what's happening, like the unprovoked, endless violence I was getting. Now, that's one thing that anybody can justify with the immoral conquest, the pre-planned, false narrative that was already pre-planned, by people who wanted something that we had, or something like that. They was going to use it, you feel me, in order to destroy any resistance they might have had to the agenda that they wanted to accomplish long term. And so, you got to think about it. Okay, so knowing what already did happen, as far as like the exploitation of my brand and everything, that happened starting the same time, these accusations started happening in my correspondence years ago as a child. So, okay, so if you ask me, I would say, that was just a guise or a cover, in order for people who made such accusations to actually do those things to those they accused. Because that happened too. That's what it was. Like, that was just a way for them to do the things that they accuse others of, to take the heat off themselves, and to try to conform, their subjects into that set reality, where they wouldn't have any type of, it's psychological, it's just a way of normalizing a certain set of things that's formerly not normal, or things like that, in society. But it was a way to get like people like primed to it, in a way, so that everybody end up accepting something that they themselves, wish to ultimately, make a part of their habits, in normal life. That's what those, accusers of things, desire for them and their families and their children. That's what they're, that's what they, that's the, different folks, different strokes, But as far as us, like, okay, we looking at this talent, okay, we've established, talent, you can't fake it or anything. How do we, so what's to be said? Okay, the endless violence, unprovoked, that I get all year, every year, I had no clue about these narratives, you feel me, these false narratives that was on my life. I'm going through life thinking of godly things, and things like that. So I'm not even suspecting, that the situation is what it was in the first place. So I didn't know, so I'm being attacked, blindsided with all this evil and stuff. And then, they use, situations, circumstances they themselves created in order to justify, the endless violence. Okay, so what about the brand? Okay, this all this happening to the same person. The accusations, the violence, the brand. That it's been established that the brand, who it really belonged to. Okay, so of course, where did it come from? It didn't come from those who did anything to my life. We know that now, for a fact. The brand could not have come from those who attacked me and in any way monetarily benefited, from anything that had to do with me ever. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so now we got to think about it. Okay, the violence that happened, simultaneous to, the larceny of my talent. Now that's the point of this recorder. Like all 2020, not only, was there endless unprovoked violence, but it was happening simultaneous to Mocha. You feel me? Unprovoked Mocha, that for which I had, the sources of which I had no knowledge of, or understanding of. But with recordings like this, I just merely present the facts. The Mocha was going on at every single piece of shelter that I ever attained, especially of my own, of being able, to try to sustain or maintain life after, pieces or fragments of a life. So it's like, okay, simultaneous to me, is displaying my talent, natural. You gotta understand, through the course of all this, art has been crucial, very important. I've been attacked through art so many times, indirectly, hundreds of times, even back then, all the way to now, so I'm being attacked with art all this time, so it's like, okay, you got to think about it, all of this is happening, in just the last 2-3 years as well. I'm putting the magnifying glass on the last 2-3 years. While I'm getting attacked, I'm posted, simultaneous to the attacks. Okay, I can be sitting there, writing, or creating, new quality material and content, like just off the top, natural talent, displaying it for those who love to see it. You feel me? And that's the thing. I'm posting on, I'm displaying this talent, for those who love to see it. Okay. At the same time that's happening, there's various other influential figures who are also, watching me, be it illegally, because the false narrative gives them that access or interest into my life. You feel me? Free. Without, anything. So they're watching me illegally create my stuff, just like, just natural skill, display it on call from coast to coast, all year, every year. True, anywhere, allwhere, just natural skill. There's no excuse for it. Nobody, there ain't nothing that I embrace or, is so enthralled to that could, inspire me, to where, and so they watching me, create this stuff all year, every year. I know they watch me because I've been going through this for quite some time. I know the difference, and they say they are. So it's like, okay, I'm watching this. They watching me create this stuff, and then I'm posting it, and I'm displaying it for the world to see. Anytime I get ready, because this is my freedom of expression. I'm an artist. You feel me? Whenever I want. But with the mocha, everybody know how that is. They put it in every home I get now. So they're watching me create this stuff. They're lying on me to be able to do it. That creates the entrance into my life. It gives them that window into my life. All year, every year, at all several separate entities, no matter where I go, what I do. Now, what they don't have is any confirmable, or any proof or evidence that confirms anything that any of the arguments or narratives, other than what they themselves try to edit or conform my life into in order to fit. You feel me? They try to force my life into, these pre-planned narratives to make, it seem true. And a part of the major reason why my destruction was sought, a part of the reason why my destruction was sought is because when I become to the awareness to be able to understand this, then I would know, above, it better than anybody how ridiculous it is. So I couldn't, they didn't want me to be able to display, this to the world, or to pose, valuable arguments like now. But that's a part of the situation. So it's like, okay, we know they got the mocha and everything set up. Simultaneous the violence happening, unprovoked when I'm non-violent and I live godly and humbly, I live, that's how I, desired, the only thing in my heart that I desire to live my life, to honor God. Okay, I'm writing stuff that reflect that. Now, over time, it also, accommodated, incorporated the things I was going through, due to neglect, and neglect by, the structures, after, so after being informed of the nature of the situation. And so What we can't account for is that, okay, if all, I'm displaying my talent. They got the mocha here. We know how they got the mocha all year, every year. We know, what it is that they're trying to do. We know the motive of what already has happened in the past. These are things that's facts that we can confirm already. So it's like we know that it's a vast collusion, and it's been like a lot of rich, influential figures that know each other, all, with awareness of me specifically for, over 10, 20 years already. Okay, so I mean, so the violence, and everything, that's justified with the narrative. The mocha justified with the lies, but what's justified with the artists? That these influential figures and celebrities attributing everything they see me writing, on the spot to people that they know for a fact could not be writing it or creating it because they are not present or here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, what could attribute to that, that timing when, okay, when I'm being attacked and I'm writing stuff that's totally unproblematic, I'm writing, creating art that has nothing to do with any type of warfare, but rather just an embracement of anything from God's beautiful, nature, to, just fan fictions, possibly. I don't have many. Most of them, like 98% of my stuff is true. I got fan fictions and things, things that's unproblematic that would not provoke somebody to shoot you. But yet, while, I'm writing this stuff, that's happening. Attempts are happening, simultaneous, nonstop. And those that are present and illegally watching me, using their money and lies as leverage, you feel me, are attributing what they're watching me illegally create on the spot, for a prolonged period of time. Not once or twice instances, but like years, years at a time. They're watching me create this stuff illegally under the radar, but above the radar, they're attributing it to people who they know is impossible to have anything to do with it. Not only is it physically impossible, in the civil society, because of what's been disclosed already to the public and the structures, but also because, it's not even their style until after I did it. So why would that be them, if they never had anything like that before until I did? It's just logic and things like that. So we got a couple more aspects to this situation to examine. This persecution, because a lot could be justified with the false narrative that was pre-planned against my correspondents and I. Attacking and targeting my guardians in order to get them out the way so they wouldn't have any resistance to exploit what they were trying, exploit my brand and things. So for those people, to sit there and watch me create this stuff all year, every year, and then attribute it to other people, at the same time, while unless I say or conform to be a ghostwriter or something like that, then I'm getting shot or shot at, then it's being did to me at that time to let me know specifically it's for that reason. The art. Extortion. It's like extortion and coercion into friendships. So what I don't understand is, what about that part right there? That's also facts in stone, but that's not something that we're talking about. We're only talking about the pre-planned false narrative from way back, in the 2000s, early 2000s to all the way through 2008 and all the way through, 2013 and 14. These narratives and things, that was actually pre-planned. We don't talk about, through the benefit of the doubt, I won't talk about from 1995 to 1999, and 2000 and stuff. I'm not gonna even go there. Even though, that's a preponderance, but I ain't gonna go there. That's also in stone that I was a target then too, as a child. And so, it would it make sense? Out of all those that were eating my life up, I'm the only one, that that's been going around the country performing miracles of God for not just once, twice, but entire years at a time. I'm the only one out of all those that were eating me that's chosen by God. I'm saying that's food for thought too. When anybody that's holding on to the, you know what I'm saying, the immoral narratives from way back in order to justify everything that's happened to me since. That's all I'm saying. You know, which were all false. You know what I'm saying? Everything was fabricated and made up just for those that did this to be able to do this. That was just to give them a bit, you know, clearance and things in order to do that. All of it was false. You know what I'm saying? I was unaware of how far it spread it. You know what I'm saying? It went wide, far, everywhere. But we know now that it was just baloney. All of it. We know now, you know, undoubtedly, you know what I'm saying, because of the other things that we know for a fact. Things that are in stone that we also can't say did not happen because it's been proven to have happened. You know what I'm saying? So if it's been proven to have happened, there's no way it can just go out of existence. Only thing that can happen is that we as a people can just ignore and pretend like it did not happen. But we just acknowledging part of a story, but we're not acknowledging the full story, which is not really making any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because how, you know, what is the justification of, you know, a vast number of influential figures simultaneous, to their watch on my life, whether it be illegal or not, I'm getting tons of unprovoked violence, you know, while, you know, they themselves that's watching me trying to attribute what they see me creating, you know what I'm saying, to people they know have nothing to do with it at all, violently, you know what I'm saying. And you also got to account for the fact that I'm a witness of what I've been through. Unprovoked violence for doing nothing, absolutely not a thing. You know what I'm saying? They can lie on various parts of your life they know is in order. You feel me? Parts of your life they know is in order because they see it in order. But yet they're telling everybody else something different. You know what I'm saying? In order to be able to exploit, you know, and do things that we can also say actually happened. Because a lot of people got rich, wealthy, for something that was not theirs. That right there is in facts, in stone. You know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really understand it. I mean, I'll wait though, you know, for as long as it takes, I'll wait, you know, to get an understanding of like how we justify that, you know what I'm saying, with people larcening my original talent in plain sight, you know what I'm saying, in plain sight of the structure and every part of the structure for a prolonged period of time. That right there is what I want answers for. You know what I'm saying? They justify, you know, the endless violence I got with the false narratives, and they justify everything, the mocha with the lies. You know what I'm saying? But what could they justify, you know, murderous larceny, you know what I'm saying, of a natural artist, you know what I'm saying, with, except to conform, you know what I'm saying, or make what's the false narratives become true, or conform the person into that reality that they wanted, you know what I'm saying, to be true for that person. That's what I'm saying. False narrative, they wanted that to be true for the person. So why would they be trying to cancel a talented original craftsman without cause or purpose or reason? You feel me? Or excuse. They may be afraid that the world might find out something else. You feel me? They might be afraid that the world go find out the real reason for everything they said and did to that person's life. You know what I'm saying? From way back when they was a child and to their correspondence when they was a child all the way to this point. That's the end of my argument right now.